Okay, so we're really kind of getting quite a nice magazine spread going here. The next thing I want to talk about is adding some colour into this. So I'm going to add some colour to the title and to this. And what I'll actually show you how to do as well is put a coloured background on this page. Let's say you didn't want the background to be white. So this tutorial will apply for anything. If you wanted a black background on your magazine spread with white type, you would do basically the same process. So there's a few ways of, let's say this, what we think we become. I want to add colour into that. So at first I go up to my type tool, select the type, and you'll see down here, apply colour. Okay, so if I click on that, at the moment it's just set to black, okay, and I can only choose shades of grey, okay. So if I come up here, this little menu, I can change it to CMYK. Now I can use this dropper. I'm thinking some nice either greeny colours. I'm going for a harmonious design. So I talked about that. This is a story about a Buddhist monk, and I'm thinking Buddhism, harmony, things working together. So I'm going to go with some of the lovely tones in this photograph and this photograph here. So I'm thinking either greens or these winey, pinky kind of colours might be nice. As I said, I think in one of the other videos, let's say I was doing one about a stuntman or, I don't know, something a bit more dramatic. Maybe, if you remember from the start of the year with our principles of design, I talked about, you know, a sense of harmony and also a sense of contrast. You know, you can add drama using colour. So maybe if this was a photo of a stuntman, I might use really contrasting colour. So if he was wearing all blues or let's say he was in all reds, you know, or something like that, I would use, say, greens and blues to create a sort of contrast to that. But I'm going for a harmonious design. Now I could just, you know, kind of choose, what am I looking for? You can see actually down here, this is the colours I'm picking. Okay, this kind of, and you can actually sort of see it up there. Sort of a winey, a bit too dark, purpley colour. Okay, let's say I want to go with that. Okay, let's come over here. So that's sort of a purpley colour. That doesn't really, it's not exactly fitting in there. But I mean, that's one way of doing it. The swatches here as well. Now these are all preset swatches. So you've got in here your black, you've got cyan, magenta, yellow and black, and you've got red, green and blue. But we'll come to that later. I don't really want to deal with that just yet. Go back into colour. You know, I could decide, to be honest with you, I find you're going to be there for a long time trying to get this purple. You know, it's kind of a bit more reddy. Is that it? Not really. A little too dark. Okay, so that's just painful as far as I'm concerned. So, an easier way to do it is if you come back into Photoshop, and I have my photo open here. Let's just cancel that. Okay, so what I'm looking for is, let's try a purple. How about if we have what we think in a sort of purpley winey colour and we become in a greeny colour to match in with this. Okay, so in here, let's get a purpley colour. I'm going to just hit Command and plus, and I'm zooming in on this flower here. So I'm looking for, oh sorry, I'm on the eyedropper tool. To get to that, if you hit I, or it's this little tool here, and I'm using the eyedropper and going around, and you can see the colour, see it popping up there. Okay, I'm going to double click in there. So this is the dark winey colour I've just picked. Now I could go with that, but I'm thinking I want it a tiny bit brighter. Now, what I'm not going to do is go up all the way over here and pick something really bright. I might sort of just brighten it a little, something like that. Okay, let's say I want to go with that. So what I'm doing is I'm going to look down here at these CMYK values. So I've got 43, 79, 46, 21. It wouldn't be a bad idea at this point to get a piece of paper and write them down. I'm going to try to remember them. 43, 79, 46, 21. I'm going to forget, aren't I? Anyway, 43, 79. Okay. So in here, what I can do is, first of all, let's select my type. Oh, actually here, we have our CMYK value. So 43... 79, oh no, what was it? Okay, let's go back into Photoshop. 43, 79, 46, 21. Okay, so let's put these in. 46 and 21, and I'll just hit enter, and that makes that lovely kind of dark wine colour. Okay, let's go back into Photoshop and let's find a nice greeny colour. Something like that. I'm going to go darker. No, maybe not. Okay, let's go with that one. 71, 32, 49, 7. 71, 32. Okay. Okay, so the same up here. We've only got the option of black, so this menu here, we'll go CMYK. Uh-oh, what was the figures again? 71, 32, 49, 71, 32, 49, and 7. Isn't that it? Okay, so that's not bad. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like that. Let's go with that then. Okay, so let me just check something here. No. Okay, so maybe this this little quote down here, I might put that. Will we put it in the green color? Maybe. Yeah, why don't we? Let's highlight it. Let's come up here. Oops. Go back into color. We go CMYK. 71. Let's go back. 71, 32, 49, 7. 32, 49, 7. Oops. Oops, 7. Okay, that's not bad. Let's just go into preview. I'm hitting Command and S. I'm going to save it. Yeah, I quite like that. Now that's it. That's it done. There we go. I just want to show you one other thing. Let's say for argument's sake, I wanted this whole background to be not white. Let's say I wanted it to be a nice beigey colour to match her kind of monk suit there. So the first thing we need to do is get that colour. Let's just go in something like that. Okay, it's 94110. 94110. Okay. So what we do is we want to draw basically a big rectangle over that beige colour, and then we're going to send it behind the text. Okay, so to draw a big rectangle, this tool here, rectangle, oh sorry, not this one, rectangle tool. To get to it, if you press M on your keyboard, so this is one for drawing. Now there's other shapes in there, you know, if you wanted some other kind of shape, but we want a rectangle, so I'm going to draw a rectangle there. Now, what was our colour again? 94110. Okay, so let's fill this. 9, 4, you see it changing there, 11, 0. Okay, that matches in quite nicely. Now, it's in front of everything, so if we want to get it to go behind, we go Object, sorry, let me come back over here and just click onto it. Object, Arrange, Send to Back. Now, let me close that up. That is actually quite nice. I'm very happy with that design. What do you think? Okay, it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. So let's save that, Command S. And that's it, adding colour. I'm going to do one more tutorial, and this is how you are going to output this if you had to send it to a printer, and how I'm going to show you how to set it up on an A2 page so we can print it on the plotter. So that's our very last tutorial, and you'll all be expert magazine layout designers.